Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. This is Rag Florida Fishing. Today I'm actually in a place I've never been to before. I wanted to test myself. It's about 55 degrees. It's really windy, overcast, not favorable conditions at all. My mouth is numb, it's hard to talk. But I'm gonna come out here and see what I can do. I have the 3-inch shrimp, a terrorized tight on, and the PT, and I'm gonna come out here and see what I can get done. I'd really like to get on some snook, trout, tarpon, whatever wants to kind of bite today. It's high tide, and we're gonna see what we can get on. If you guys want to buy any of the lures that I'm using in today's video, go to doalures.com, use discount code RAG10 at checkout, and you're gonna get 10% off your order, which I think is a great deal. Those baits are already not expensive at all. They're extremely affordable, and getting 10% off your order is you know, that much better. But guys, let's get to fishing. All right guys, I'm gonna start off the day throwing this Pearl PT. I'm gonna throw it on 40-pound monoliter, 30-pound POWERPRO, a Penn Battle 4000, and a Gold Cup inshore rod, 7-foot medium action. I'm going to start throwing it at some seawalls here. See if we can get on any snook or jack hanging up on these walls here, and see if we can get a bite. Generally, I do like throwing down a seawall, not at a seawall. Just the way that the seawall is, where I can throw at it, this is the only way I can kind of throw at it. But once I get to a little bit more of an open area, I'll throw at it a little bit more straight down it. Alright, so I gave the top water a try. I'm going to throw this little 3-inch glow and gold flake shrimp, 30-pound monoliter, 20-pound braid. Let's see if we can get anything around any structure that's just kind of like hanging out. I'm going to go fish some mangroves on the other side of the river here. But man, this water's dirty. I'll tell you what, if I catch one fish today, I think I'd be pretty darn happy. It's supposed to get even colder tomorrow. It's got to be close to the 40s right now. All right, I moved out of that wind, and I'm going to be throwing the shrimp. I've been seeing like something flickering up on the top of the water there. I don't know what it was, but it could have been catfish. But I'm just going to kind of try to pick apart docks and mangroves and see if we can get on some sort of bite. See, you know, if these fish want to play a little bit today. I mean, just anything. I can't even see or tell how deep this water is. It is dirty. This is like the dirtiest water I've fished in a long time. Alright guys, so I made a quick audible. I ended up leaving the spot that I was at that I'd never been to before. There was just nothing that made sense about me being there. It was incredibly windy, it's stupid cold, that water was mud at high tide, which means it's only going to get worse. So I left after like 30 minutes, and I picked up and I went to a spot closer to my house. I'm sorry, GoPro battery died. But closer to my house where I can probably hide from the wind a little bit better. And then, you know, fish there. You know, I don't really know what the bite is yet. I wasn't able to get on one there in the short time that I was there, but I'm just gonna try to hide from the wind a little bit. You know, I have to film today because this is the only day I could film, so got to make it happen. You know, and I made my decision ultimately because if I was fishing there on a day that, you know, I just happened to go there and, you know, saw what I saw, I wouldn't go. But I was really, you know, looking forward to fishing somewhere I'd never fished before, but it didn't make sense. It was miserable. So I'm gonna go try to see if we can get on some fish a little bit closer to home and out of these elements, because it is miserable. But guys, let's get back to fishing. All right, I'm gonna be throwing this 3-inch shrimp. Oh boy, really targeting some mangroves. Let's see if there's anything hanging around in there. I know that these fish are definitely probably going to be moving pretty slow, but I'm going to just, you know, be slow crawling through here, pitching in every hole that I can. See if we can get on a little bite. If not, I would be a little shocked if we couldn't find something. Man, my casts are not good at all. My hands are so numb. I can't feel like my release points and everything. Kind of sucks. I can get lucky every now and then, but I'm kind of going to be sight fishing too. This water's pretty clear. I will say, I feel like if we get a fish today, there's a good chance it's probably going to be a pretty good one. Like just some big mama wanting to get a quick little snack in. Keep them calories coming in. Ooh. But I have a feeling that with this cold weather, and big mamas are going to be out looking for a little snack. And this 3-inch shrimp is just always looking tasty. Oh, someone came up and hit it. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? A Mangrove Snook. We're not skunked. Buddy, I have never in my life been so shocked and happy to catch a snook as small as you. Thank you so much. And man, what a beautiful little fish. Oh man, such a pretty little snook. His tail, when they're this tiny, they're just perfect. There's no scars, their tails are, their lines are great. Oh man. Oh buddy, thank you very much. You man, boom. I definitely thought there was a high chance of me getting skunked today, and I got the skunk out of the boat. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Heck yeah, dude. That little fish made my freaking day, and I love it. I love how excited I could get over a 6-inch fish. Heck yeah, dude. It seems ridiculous, but that, you know, I went out today kind of expecting, okay, this could be the first time I get skunked, and you know, I mean, this weather's awful, and it's, you know, a cold front's coming in tonight, even colder. It's, what was it, 49 degrees when I put the boat in here. It's awful. Like, this is not a day to be fishing, but I have to make a video. So I gotta fish and I gotta make content. But man, that little fish freaking made my day. Oh, I don't think I could promise you there's nobody else that you guys watch or have ever seen anyone get so excited over a snook that small, and one fish at that. I don't know if you guys can see how I'm working this bait. Like, you can see my rod tip moving in the clips, but you can't see how much this bait's moving. I have a lot of slack line here between the leader and the braid. I'm really just like popping the loose braid until there's like just a tad bit of tension in there. And that's what I'm working the bait with. I'm not making, here, I'll show you. So I got I don't know if you guys could see that, but I got the bait here. I'm moving it literally like that. I'm not like, there's not tension in my line, and every time I jerk, it's like a 1.5 foot movement in the bait. You know, if it's shallower, yes, I'll move it a little bit more. But once it comes out a little bit deeper, I'll let it sink down. Maybe let the fish think that, okay, whatever was chasing that shrimp, it thinks it's out of the danger zone, and it's slowing down. It's slowing down. But like I tell you guys all the time, like, you only see the clips of me catching fish. I'll be working this bait 10 different ways, you know. So if you see me just moving it fast, that's just because they're eating it fast that day. You know, between clips, I may just be keeping it on the bottom like this, and one little like slow movement, let it sink back down on the bottom, one little slow movement. And that's what gets back to me talking about how versatile this bait is. You know, it works really well for me in shallow mangroves and structure, because that fall is so slow and subtle. Oops. That fall is so slow. Thought I saw a fish down there. That's usually when I get my hits, is when it's falling. It's just a very unique lure that I will never ever not have ready to go on a rod, or I'm throwing it first thing in the morning. You know, unless I'm throwing like a topwater, which even then, I mean, you know, I could work this thing up on top, skipping on top like a shrimp, really trying to get away, because they will do that. You know, making commotion up on top, making some noise, let it sit, and then it's got that slow fall too. So it's really a unique lure that, I mean, the fishing world is yours with this thing. Even if you're fishing a bridge or heavy current, you know, just throw it out and let it drift. Like, usually what I'll do, if, you know, say there's ripping current, I'll work it out towards this point and then just let it drift. And a lot of times I'll catch fish that way, as it's just the current's moving it down that, or I don't know what you guys can see, but down that mangrove line, because that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for little bait fish and stuff like that to be moving through, that they can ambush. Someone just came up and swirled that. Oh, another one. These gotta be mangroves. I still wouldn't mind catching a mangrove. Oh, he hit it again. There we go. Come here. All right. Little fat snook. Right in the top of the mouth. Pretty little fat snook. Thank you, dude. What is this, another little fat snook? Man, I think this is the smallest fat snook I've ever caught. There's something hitting stuff up there. Alright, see you, dude. Oh, well, I just missed it, but I caught another little micro snook. Oh. Alright, I think this is the best one of the day. Not anything to write home about, and he just peed on me. Alright. See you, dude. Oh my god, what is this? What are these? Are they jack? Oh my... I just saw them coming up and they didn't look like jack when I saw them swirling. That's not a bad jack. Man, look at the green on him. Come on, buddy. Look at the green on him. Wow. Oh, ouch. Oh, come on, dude. I'm trying to... I don't know if you guys could see the green on his back. All right, see you, dude. We got a little snook. There we go. Man, he wanted that one. Man, he choked the crap out of that shrimp. Tail was down his throat. Sorry, buddy. Pretty little snook. Alright guys, well, that was kind of a weird day, but at the end of the day, you know, that first spot, I wanted to make the video to where it was like somewhere I had never fished before, and I wanted to struggle through it. However, and I, you know, had this conversation with myself in my head, you know, while I was out there. I was like, well, if this was a spot that I knew and, you know, I was able to, you know, take the opportunity to leave and go somewhere else to try, I would have. Just because of the conditions, the water clarity. I know these fish are a little bit deeper on like some thicker structure. I wasn't really feeling that spot, so it just wasn't right. You know, maybe during the summer or, you know, a little bit warmer conditions, that spot will turn up and, you know, I'll be able to slay out there. But just for kind of what we're doing and where we're at with the weather, you know, it's freezing cold, it's windy, that water was dirty as crap. Like, it was really, really not a fishy spot for what we're dealing with. So I decided to move over here. You know, I thought that this video was going to be my first skunk video. I was able to accept that pretty early on. That's why you saw me get so freaking excited over that 8-inch snook, you know. But we were able to get on some fish, and that's what's important. You know, I was, you know, gonna grind my heart out, but at the same time, I kind of thought, okay, you know, this is not a good day to go fishing. And I almost didn't go because it's just awful out. But, you know, I went out there. You guys can catch fish any day of the year, any weather. You just make enough casts, fish will be in structure, you're gonna catch fish. Mangroves are a phenomenal spot for snook. You know, most of the time where I'm having a tough day, I go hit some mangroves, whether they're skinny water mangroves or deeper mangroves. You make enough casts in there. I'm being, you know, with that 3-inch DOA shrimp, you're going to catch fish. I guarantee you. Find mangroves no matter what. Beat up those mangroves with that 3-inch shrimp and you're going to catch fish on the toughest of days. So, and that's what I did. And I caught fish. And I think there was, I know that there was one that I mentioned in the video, but there was probably 2 or 3 that I didn't catch on video. So, you know, this cold weather, the hot, cold, wind, rain, all this stuff that's going on right now with the weather, don't listen to anyone. Go out there, go fishing, go catch them, have yourself a good time, and do what you love. So that's all I have to say, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.